Welcome to the LMA show. Imagine you just started following somebody.
Can I help you?
No, I'm just looking. I'm just looking.
Sure. If you need to be a hand, just give me a shout.
All right. We've got to go on holiday again, even the Forest, even if it's just for a weekend. That was some laugh, wasn't it?
But that reminds me. You know, me and Rachel are getting married next year.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was wondering if you fancy being my best man.
Really?
Aye. Look, if you're not up for it, it's fine.
No, it's not that. Is it not usually your brother that's supposed to be your best man?
Aye, the tradition is you get your brother, but see, over the last few years, you've been more like a brother to me than he has. Seriously, I love my brother, but you and me, we're joined at the hip. We're like Ant and Dec. No, I mean, you've always been there to help. You're always there to listen. I mean, I can tell you anything. You know, I've always had trouble opening up, trusting people. It's because of the way my dad was. You know all that.
Oh, listen, mate, I'd be honoured.
Pure bubbling here.
Right, listen, I've got a secret to tell you.
What?
It's just something I want cleared out the way, 'cause I never thought we'd be pals like this. But now that you've asked me to be your best man, just thought I'd just come clean, get it out the way.
What? Have you been knocking money out my wallet?
No, it's nothing really. It's right. Right, you'll never believe how we first met.
Aye, in the shop.
Well, I suppose it was, but right. Do you know for the first couple of years we were pals, I was like, effectively stalking you. How do I explain? Right, you know when I started working at your work?
Aye.
I only took that job to get closer to you.
That's weird as fuck. I can't even look at you when you're saying that. God, imagine you did do that.
It's true. I just decided one day I was going to pick somebody at random, get right into their life, and that was you. Like you gave £1 to a beggar, I think it was, and then you were looking at in a shop window and nearly ran right into you there. And then I followed you around the corner, you went into your work, and I followed you in and I applied for the job, and that was that.
I remember that. I remember giving £1 to a homeless guy, but how do you know that?
Because I followed you.
Who are you?
Who's been weird now, mate? Come on, it's not me.
Get away from me. Who are you? The whole thing's a lie. The whole thing's a lie. My dad, the whole thing's a lie.
And he went on to have a complete nervous breakdown. And he threw himself off the Kelvin Bridge.
My name's Jacqueline McCafferty. I lost 3 years of my life on heroin and another 5 years on a methadone programme that's meant to get us off it. Got my daughter taken off as a lot. But now that I've got her back, I'm going to make sure she gets the family she never got. Oh, splendid, mate, splendid.
Jacqueline, is it?
Aye, this is my daughter.
Hiya.
Hiya. So, you happy with it?
Oh, more than happy, mate, more than happy.
Mum, what is this?
The man's going to take a photo and he's going to use his computer to make it look like we're on holiday. The way we would have been hen if I wasn't away being so stupid. But I'm back now, back and better than before, and better than that lot out there looking down our noses. We're going to hang some pictures on the wall, hen, starting with this one. And I'm going to make sure that...
Jacqueline McCafferty, you're barred.
There's a fucking wind-up.
No, you're barred out of a supermarket for shoplifting. And you know that, Jacqueline.
No, I don't. Mate, it's not me, I don't care what you say.
I'm not having this conversation with you. I remember your face. Your name's Jacqueline McCafferty. And I'm no surprised you can't remember mine. After the state you were in court, out.
Mate, go on and give us a break. I'm clean, all right? I'm fucking clean. I booked this studio time here. I just want a photo of my daughter. Can I just get a photo of my daughter? I'm fucking clean.
All right, get your photograph taken and then get out.
Okay, just pick up where we left off. Nice big smiles.
I try to put my past behind me, but there only was my daughter, looking right into its eyes. Do you want to just bin it?
No, Mum. Promise me you'll never bin it.
I promise. It'll never let me go.
No, sorry. Why are we here? Why are we here? The folk with the laptops, why are we here?
What do you mean?
Because I've come in here to use the Wi-Fi when I've got Wi-Fi in the house. I almost stayed around the corner. I know you's there not, 'cause I've seen you here before. I've seen you here before. I'm paying £2 for a cup of tea. £2 for a cup of hot water and a tea bag. Just so that I can use a Wi-Fi connection when I'm already paying for one. Seriously, why are we here?
It's nice to get out.
What?
It's nice to get out.
But we're not out. We're in. This may as well be your house. The only difference being in this house, you've got no control of the music, so you've got to put up with that shite. You've got a living room full of complete strangers who don't want to speak to you. And there behind the counter, you've got like a flatmate who'll make you a cup of tea any time you want, as long as you slam a couple of quid a pop. Seriously, why are we here?
It's up my shades are.
Thank you. Yeah, I just want to ask this question. I'm quite surprised it hasn't come up during the debate so far, considering it's about war. Does the panel think that a person has the right to kill another person? Well, thank you for giving me probably the most difficult question of the night. And as a difficult question, does someone have the right to take another person's life? Well, the answer to that differs greatly depending on the situation. For example, if you were in a kill or be killed situation, the answer is very different than if you were a serial killer. Does someone have the right to to kill another person. Now, a few things you have to...
Sorry, I suppose I'm not making myself clear here. I'm only asking for a yes or no.
Sure, I totally understand, but it is a difficult question and it requires an answer that is...
Just a yes or no will suffice.
Yeah, like I said, I completely understand, but it isn't as simple as a yes or no. You know what you have to
How
answer...
simple do you want it? Yes or no?
Well, to answer your question, if I may be allowed to answer your question, you're asking me to, you know, does someone have the right to take another person's life? And I'm trying to say, well, the answer, it differs greatly depending...
No. Yes or no. Yes or no. Yes or no. You can't even answer yes or no.
Sure, I completely understand, but it isn't as simple
I'm
as...
just asking for a yes or no. Do you think someone has the right to kill another person? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Look, I'm trying to answer you, but you're asking me to give a yes or no. It's very difficult to give a yes or no to that type of question.
How is it a difficult question? I'm only asking for a yes or no.
I know, but it isn't as simple. The answer can't be as black and white as...
Yes or no. Yes or no. Yes or no. Yes or no.
Okay. If you were in the circumstance...
Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes, you can't even answer yes or no. Yes or no?
What do you want me to say? Do you want me to just say yes? Do you want me to just say...
What? Huh?
Here's you wank. Topper, eh? Topper.
Computer, select 10% of all pairs of socks worldwide.
Selected.
Target one sock from each pair.
Target's locked.
Fire.
Complete.
What? What?
What is that?
It's as if...
It's as if what?
No, none.
Sorry, folks. I need to have a word with you. It's came to my attention that some of yous watching the show right now think my show is crap. It's no crap. The reason why you think it's crap isn't because it's no funny. No. It's because you're just thinking about it too much. I mean, picture a dog in the back seat of a motor going down a motorway at 70 mile an hour. Now, a dog doesn't worry itself about how everything works. A dog doesn't go like, what's this all about? What's this all about? This can't be possible. What does this all mean? How could we be going this fast down this motorway? This thing hasn't even got legs. How's it all work? A dog doesn't question the physics of what's going on around it. It simply sticks its head out the window and enjoys the sensation of that 70 mile an hour wind in its face. The way it makes its ears flap about, the way it makes it feel like it's flying down the street. And how is a dog able to be so chilled out about everything? Because it doesn't think about everything so much. Be like the dog.
And it's too late, baby, now it's too late.
Is that right, Dina? Is it too late? Aye. Check this out.
There will be good times again for me and you.
Again.
There will be good times.
Here, Dina. Looks like if there's anybody that's too late around here, it's you.
You alright?
Aye. I could have got electrocuted. You're in the...
That looks nasty. Get off lightly. Could have been electrocuted.
That's what I was just saying there.
So there's me chilling out in the playground, letting my lunch settle. Steg walks up to me and he's like, Gary, you don't know what a dildo is. I was like, aye I do. Steg was like, prove it. I was like, Stephen, don't try and teach your granny to suck eggs, mate. Steg was like, what? So I pointed out to him that I was well aware that Big Ramy was making a laughing stock at anybody who didn't know what a dildo was. And if Steg wanted the knowledge to avoid such a fate, it would cost him. Steg says, how much? I says, what you got? He says, all I've got's cola cubes. I says, give me 4. And he starts getting them out his bag. I says, you know Steg, he's not just asking people what a dildo is. Steg's like, he's not? I was like, no, sometimes he's asking people what a Johnny bag's used for. Sometimes he's asking what VD is. I'm not sure if you're covered. He was like, does that cover it? I was like, only 7. I tell you what, I'll give you 2 for 7. He was like, but Gary, what if you ask me the one I don't know? What 2 should I pick? I says, I don't want that in my head. That's your decision. You better make it quick, because here comes Ramy. Steg was like, shit, well, VD, never heard of VD. Dildo, I've heard a few rumours, so I might know what that is. Johnny bag, never heard of that either, so... It's VD and Johnny bag. I was like, final answer. He was like, final answer. So I tells him, and he was like, that's disgusting. What's disgusting? Big Ramy turns up. Steg's like, nothing. Ramy's like, wee man. Steg's like, what? Here it was, the moment of truth. And Ramy goes, what's a dildo? I was like, oh no. And Steg was no doubt thinking the exact same thing, but he gave it his best shot. He looked Ramy square in the face and said, a dildo is when a lassie does a shite and it's hanging out her arse and it looks like a cock. The place erupted with laughter, man. Everybody, even the wee primary ones were like, you don't know what a dildo is, you don't know what a dildo is. Couldn't help laughing myself. Should have laughed though, because he had to change school. Good boy or not?
Went and done the toilet and summed it up to town. You smell vinegar.
Excuse me. Is there a toilet in here?
You're a toilet.
Excuse me. Is there a toilet in here?
There is, but it's not working, sorry.
All right, thanks.
You're a toilet. Here. You're a toilet.
Here. Imagine you woke up one morning and you were like this. heavy duty. Disney bear thinking about, didn't it no? Life, huh? Life. Let me tell you about life. This here represents you in your prime. Represents you looking good and feeling good. You might not be the best looking person in the room, but when you look at yourself in the mirror, you think, you know what? I'm no bad. I'm no bad at all. You see this? This represents life. That's life. And they're like that every single night. Fucking, I was watching GMTV, right? And I thought, right, you, time to get your kit on. It's a good night of telly and that, but come on, 8 in the morning, beyond a joke, man. Just ready to switch your thing off. But then this advert came on for some bacteria yogurt thing, and I thought, aye, that looks nice, that. Bird goes like that. Great tasting new yogurt from Danone, fights to restore the natural good bacteria in your system. I was like, aye, alright. Goes to switch it off, but then at the end this wee tune goes like that. Then I was like, I didn't hear that, man. Do you know what I mean? 'Cause it sounded like the talking bird said, new fae Danone, but the singing bird said it like Dannon. What is?
Then. Must have imagined that they don't make mistakes like that, no? So I got myself comfy again. Decided I wasn't heading to my scratch until we had this thing sorted out. Waited for adverts to come up again. They show. Until eventually gets to the end of Loose Women, pure 1:30 in the afternoon, up for 24 hours, practically propped my lids open with matchsticks, starting to forget what I was up for. Bingo. Tunes into it and the bird goes like that. Great taste in new yoghurt fed Danone. I was like that, right, cool, Danone. That one's Danone. But now for the sucker punch. Bird goes like that. Then I just went like that. Ha.
You're so steesher. Hiya.
Right.
Dick. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the show. But before you go, I just want to leave you with this thought. Theist, right? Now watch this. The heist. Think about it, right? See you later.